His buddy just doing his business. We're going into the woods again. It's not very nice out today. We just found out that Koopy may have to have a hip procedure done. Let's go this way, buddy. We gotta go easy on you. He had a very bad accident when he was small, and oops, I'll give you some privacy. And some dog hater went up on the sidewalk and run him over, and then backed up on top of him and spun off of him and threw him 50, 75, 100 feet down the road. And it crushed his pelvis, broke both his legs in different places, cracked his ribs, broke his tail. Yeah, he was labeled for dead, but some of you probably heard the story before. But anyway, it took me going to 4 vets to find one that would actually give me other options but euthanization, and it cost a lot of money, but as you can see, it was a good investment. His operation was many years ago, and he's 12 now, and he's just, starting to feel the effects. So he gets a lot of swelling lately, and what they did, they shaved off the femoral head, or whatever they call it. It's got to do with the hip, the thigh bone going into the hip socket. Well, they shaved the socket off, and they reinforced the fascia muscle with some kind of titanium screening and connected it to his pelvis, which they had to rebuild. And so basically his back end, it's just muscle that holds it together. But he's getting some arthritis and swelling in that pelvic hip bone or thigh bone, and it's starting to cause him a lot of discomfort. So maybe back to the blade again, hoping they can treat it a different way, because he's not a young guy anymore. He might look it, but he's not. And if he has to go under the blade, I don't think he'll be up for much adventures. So we hope and see. Anybody out there that has gone through this process, it would be nice to hear from you, just to know how your dogs or cat or whatever has healed and what their recovery time is and the range of motion and all of that. So yeah, if anybody has gone through this process, I'd like to hear from you, because the people who watch these videos, we know you're all animal lovers, or you wouldn't be watching them. So, and I'm sure a lot of you have gone through issues like this. So, I don't know where he went. Anyway, I'm just showing you the view. Yeah, there is so many. Here he is. He always comes back to find me. Yeah, this province is full of trails like this. Beautiful trails. You know, you have the mountain type range. You have the coastal, which hopefully I'll be showing you that soon. The coastal trails are really nice. And I'm hopefully going to get some of them in. And then we have, of course, all kinds of nature. Beautiful groomed trails that you can travel on forever. We have trails here that take 5, 6, 7 days to go through. So if you want diversity, you're gonna get it in this province. We have the most famous river in the world for salmon fishing, the Miramichi. Okay, bud, let's go up this way, okay? It's a little wet down in there. And yeah, we just have beautiful scenery and all that, and most of the people are very friendly, especially if you are in the small towns. So come and see. As the commercial says, NB has a lot to offer. And I lived in many different places growing up as a musician. I've lived in almost every province except for PEI and Manitoba. And I always come back to New Brunswick. So anyway, yeah, so that's the Coops on Coop. As you can see, it's not very good for walking with sneakers on and kind of dodging everything. And it just started raining. I know how to pick the times. So yeah, I know these videos, there's not a lot of change unless you've seen yesterday's, where we went on a little road trip and stopped and got ice cream, and we visited a lot of small towns on the way. They're nice videos. Check them out. I'm just out for his walk right now. We're planning an adventure for next week. I just gotta take him up to the vet here to see what she has to say about it. Okay, there we are. And hopefully he can do it. I'm just not going to put him through any unnecessary stress. Okay, so that's it for today. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You may not believe it, but Cooper watches these videos too. He loves seeing himself on the computer, the phone, and he knows it's him. So yeah, so do a like, a subscribe, a comment. I'd eventually like to take you people on some 2-3 day adventures, show you places that have a lot of history, a lot of folklore, a lot of haunted areas, so I can give you some history. And if you'd like, you can come and check it out yourself. Okay, that's it for today. Say bye, Coop. Okay, he's saying bye.